Tyrannosaurus. Tyrannosaurus rex is like someone decided to cross a truck with a crocodile and gave it tiny arms for laughs. This giant could weigh around 20,000 pounds, like 9 Americans on a weekend binge at McDonald's. Its teeth, up to 8 inches long, could crush bone like you snap a pencil to look busy. But at the same time, it had tiny front arms that, apparently, could only sign complaints about life. Velociraptor. The velociraptor is like a turkey with knife-like claws and the attitude of a rebel. Weighing 33 pounds, it's not that big, but try underestimating its speed, 25 miles per hour, like a cyclist on full speed. Its claws, 2.8 inches long, could not only tear through prey, but probably open a couple of cans as well. In short, small but incredibly dangerous fashion icon of the past. Spinosaurus. Spinosaurus is a dinosaur that seems to have decided to become a circus star. It had a huge sail on its back, like it was participating in a regatta. It was up to 50 feet long, about the length of 2 SUVs parked bumper to bumper. Its weight, around 15,400 pounds, or 7 adult hippos if they suddenly got into paleontology. If it were alive today, it would probably be the captain of its own boat. Carnotaurus. Carnotaurus is a dinosaur that looks like the result of nature's argument. What if we make a T-Rex, but with horns and even smaller arms? It weighed about 3,300 pounds, like a mini truck with the attitude of "I'm gonna smash everything." And those mini arms, they were so short, it couldn't even give a proper hug to a friend. But who needs a hug when you can just headbutt? Deinonychus. Deinonychus is a dinosaur with claws that could cut like knives, but instead of pizza, it's prey. It weighed about 154 pounds, like your friend who always promises to sign up for the gym but never does. Its claw, 5 inches long, was a real weapon, and its speed of 25 miles per hour made it a super sprinter. Triceratops. Triceratops is like if an armadillo decided to become a bull with 3 horns and a bony collar. It weighed about 13,200 pounds, like a mountain of bricks, but with a much bigger attitude. It was about 26 feet long, like 2 vans, but with grass in the back instead of goods. Its collar could withstand even a predator's attack, and its horns were like 3 giant toothpicks, ready to defend personal space 100%. Stegosaurus. Stegosaurus is like if nature decided to create a tank with spikes, but instead of armor on its back, huge bony plates. It was about 30 feet long, almost like 2 large bus interiors, but without any seats. Its tail with spikes would be perfect for scaring off anyone who gets too close, and the plates on its back probably acted as its personal shield against all kinds of trouble. Ankylosaurus. Ankylosaurus is like if nature created a living tank, but with a club tail instead of a cannon. It weighed about 13,200 pounds, like 2 elephants, but with armor. Its armor was so thick that even T-Rex couldn't break through it, and its tail with a massive club was the perfect weapon if anyone decided to bother it. Brachiosaurus. Brachiosaurus is like if a skyscraper decided to become a dinosaur and started eating leaves from the tops of trees. It weighed about 132,000 pounds, like 12 elephants, but with a neck the length of a bus. This giant was a peaceful herbivore, but if it had to, it could accidentally knock over a tree just by walking past it. Parasaurolophus. Parasaurolophus is like if a dinosaur decided to add a cool crest to stand out from the crowd. It was about the size of a bus, around 33 feet long. It weighed about 5,500 pounds, like 5 large people, but with a much cooler hairstyle. Its crest was used to make sounds, which could be important for communication or warning other dinosaurs, so if predators heard it, they'd definitely take notice. Iguanodon. Iguanodon is like if a dinosaur decided to be a herbivore with huge thumbs that could become weapons, but why bother when you can just eat leaves? It weighed about 11,000 pounds, like 10 people, but with much more curved thumbs. But most likely, it didn't use them for boxing, it just fought nature for the best dinner. Pachycephalosaurus. Pachycephalosaurus is like if a dinosaur decided to make its head a real battering ram. It weighed about 990 pounds, like 2 large bears, but with a tough bony cap on its neck. Its strong head wasn't just for protection, it was also used to fight other males for the right to be the boss, as if every day was a contest for a place in the sun.